Hare Krishna. So Krishna has described the divine qualities in the previous verses. Now he's touching upon the demonic qualities in Shloka number 4. Let's see that now. Dambho darpobhimanascha krodha parushyameva cha Ajnanam cha bijatasya partha sampadamasurim. So here Krishna is saying, he's listing down some of the very prominent demonic qualities, and he starts with Dambha, means pride, Darpaha, arrogance, Abhimanaha, conceit, Krodha, anger, Parushyam, speaking harshly, and there is a cha that is added, so that basically means opposite of all the qualities which were there in the previous verses. And then he is saying Ajnanam, ignorance, lack of discrimination power, and Abhijatasya Sampadam Asurim. So here it is said that the ones who is born of these qualities, so they belong to the demoniac nature. And then he says, Partha, O son of Pritha. Now it's a very nice thing to note that Krishna is giving us both the divine qualities and the demonic qualities. So especially in this chapter, we should do an activity. When we are reading these verses, when we are hearing about these verses, we should self-introspect and contemplate what are the different qualities which Krishna is mentioning and which one do I have. So it was said in Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, the demons and the demigods, they were there in separate two different bodies, in two different territories. But now in the age of Kali, both demons and the devatas or demigods, they are there in the same body. I mean, the demonic qualities and the divine qualities are there in the same person. So it will not be like I just have the divine qualities or I just have demonic qualities. No, it will always be a mix and match of both. But then it's our endeavor to make sure that we inculcate, we imbibe what? The divine qualities. So now when Krishna is describing the demonic qualities, we should see, are we behaving like this or not? If we are behaving, then yes, we have to rectify ourselves. And how to do that? By praying to Krishna. That, oh Krishna, please help. I have got these demonic qualities that you're speaking about in. We can quote also to Krishna, 16th chapter, Shloka number 4. So let's discuss from the purport. Very beautifully, it is described. Each and every the demonic quality is described by Prabhupada very, very wonderfully. In this verse, the royal road to hell is described. So anyone who has these qualities exclusively, such a person is paving his path towards hell. There is no other destination. No, destination is fixed for that person. That is Naraka, hell. Here, the first quality, that is Dambaha. It is spoken about that. So Damba basically means what? Here it is said, the demonic want to make a show of religion and advancement in spiritual science, although they do not follow the principles. So such people, or such qualities called as Dambha. And we'll find in the age of Kali, there are many, many people like that. Many people. Externally, they'll show that they are really great, advanced sages or saints. But then, internally, fully contaminated, not following any rules and regulations. Sometimes people also make the statement, "Arey bhakti bahar nahi, bhakti dil ke andar hona chahiye." Such nonsensical statements they make. That's obvious. Bhakti, the bhava, obviously will be there in the heart. But to get to that level, one has to go through the rules and regulations nicely under the guidance of the spiritual master and strictly follow and do nice seva. Then the person can reach to that stage where he can say, okay, I have got some bhava. Till then, there is no bhav for sure. It's only contamination in the heart. So these people are dhongis who show that they are very religious, but then they don't follow any principles. Second, it's talking about darpaha. What is that? They are always arrogant or proud in possessing some wealth of education or so much wealth. So it is said, Kunti Maharani says this in Srimad Bhagavatam, Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta and Shri. Janma means very high birth in a very high aristocratic family. Janma. Aishwarya means lot of wealth. Shruta means very high education. And Shri means beauty. So she says anyone who has these four, they are not qualified for practicing bhakti. Obviously, there are many exceptions. But it's a general statement that is made. Why? Because anyone who has these four qualities, or these four things, or four opulence, so such people will naturally be proud of possessing these four things. And when we are proud of something, we start seeing everyone as very low. Right? So such quality is also categorized in the category of demonic qualities. So that is dambha. The next quality that is given here is about abhimana. What is the definition of abhimana? They desire to be worshipped by others and demand respectability, although they do not command respect. See, these people who have these demonic qualities, they feel they are something. They feel that they are something and they demand respect, that I should be respected. But then they feel that they are something, but others also should feel, right? So others don't see any qualities in them. So this desire that I should be worshipped, I should be respected, this is a demonic quality. Because a person who is having wonderful qualities, he'll be like a tree having a lot of fruits. So when a tree is having a lot of fruits, so at that time the tree will bend. Naturally the tree will bend. So a person who is having wonderful qualities, divine qualities, he will remain humble. He'll never show off. He'll never speak about it or express that he should be respected or something like that. But then the demonic ones are like those trees which are standing straight, who does not have any fruits in it, which are useless. So in this way we understand that these demonic people, they desire to be worshipped, desire to be respected. So we can analyze, when we are speaking about all this, do I have this quality? If yes, then we have to do something about it. Now next thing that is given is about krodha and parushya. Over trifles, they become very angry and speak harshly, not gently. I'm sure all of us might have come across so many people in this world, and also we might have come across our own selves doing this. For small thing, people go crazy now in this age of Kali. No tolerance at all. Small things, big fights. And those fights will be so disastrous, because people literally shoot bullets from their mouth, which will kill the other person. So harsh. One of the divine quality is to speak in such a way that the other person will not be agitated. But the demonic people who are there, or the ones who have these demonic qualities, they will make sure that they will agitate the other people. So this is what is parushya. They will speak harshly, and krodha, for small things they will become angry. And then here it is talked about ajnana. They do not know what should be done and what should not be done. They do everything whimsically according to their own desire, and they do not recognize any authority. So demoniac quality, it comes, or it is something which is shown when the person is not following the Vedic scriptures, when the person is not under an authority, a spiritual authority. So it's a very important thing to follow Vedic scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam as it is. If we don't follow, we naturally fall under the category of demons. And since they don't read Shastra, they don't read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, what happens? They'll not have discrimination power, what is right, what is wrong. Whimsically, they will think whatever the mind is telling, that to be correct. And whatever the mind does not like, that to be false. So this is a very important point to note. Demons, or the ones who have demonic qualities, they are fully controlled by the mind, and they listen only to the mind, they don't accept any authority. This is a very, very disastrous quality again, which can destroy the person, because as it is said in Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, the mind which is not controlled is the greatest enemy. And the mind which is controlled is best of friends. So these demonic people, they have a mind which is uncontrolled, but obvious that mind will be the greatest enemy of these personalities. And finally here Prabhupada is saying that these demonic qualities are taken on by them from the beginning of their bodies in the wombs of their mothers, and as they grow they manifest all these inauspicious qualities. So maybe from the past life, some samskar, some impressions, and when the lady is pregnant, she might do some demonic activities which will have a good number of impressions on the child who is there in the womb. So like this, when the child comes out of the womb, these samskaras, these impressions are already there. Slowly and steadily, these qualities will start fully manifesting. And then we'll be able to realize, oh, it was a demoniac child. So it's a very important point to note, as devotees, we should aspire to remove these demonic qualities if we have within us. Surely, these qualities will be there in minute quantities in us, if not fully. But then it's our duty to pray to Krishna and make sure we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra very nicely. Because every mantra, every Mahamantra, every word in the Mahamantra, when it goes into our ears, it directly goes into our heart and it cleanses the heart. It removes all the contamination. So when the contamination is removed, Cheto Darpanam Arjanam, when the contamination is removed, basically it means the impressions are removed. And when the impressions are removed, then these qualities will not exist. Artificially we cannot do it. No, I'll not become proud. Oh, I'll not do this. Oh, I'll not desire for getting respect. All this will come naturally. We are in the age of Kali, a age full of darkness. So naturally, we will also have darkness within our heart. So what are we supposed to do? We have to make sure that we do bhakti intensely and invite Krishna into our heart. Chant the holy names intensely. 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is given for that, so that we understand what is right, what is wrong. Make a proper discrimination between the two. And associate with those devotees who are divine qualities. We associate with those who are demons, we will become demons. We associate with those who are like devatas, we will become like them. And then the prasad, the food that we eat, that should be prasad, offered to Krishna. Basically the sattvic food. In the future chapter we'll see that how are the foods categorized also. And obviously rendering service. So it's very important to have physical association of devotees. So I always recommend that go to the nearby ISKCON temple and render some service. So when we do all these different things without our notice, the bluish blackish boy will do all the needful. He will come with his flute and peacock feather, and he will come and clean the heart. He will give us the divine qualities, and then he'll take us back home, back to Godhead also. So this is what we have to do. Just depend on that bluish blackish boy who is so beautiful, who is just attracting anyone and everyone except us. So we're just waiting for that day when he'll attract us also, when we are fully purified. So in this way, Krishna has given a list of the demonic qualities. Now, there's a problem. Arjuna is hearing all this. He heard divine qualities. Now he is hearing demonic qualities. So Arjuna might be thinking, oh, now I'm in a war. So when I'm killing all of them, so does that mean that I am also having these demonic qualities? Just to help Arjuna understand that he is not a demon, Krishna is speaking the next verse. So let's see that in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna